welcome back. It is a beautiful, nice, not too humid Friday in the DC area on the 8th of August 2025. It's a Friday, and we'll get ready to do our 5-minute check. I don't think we need that much. I think it's going to be another quick one today. This weekend though, I got a bunch of gardening I want to get done. I got some tomatoes I'm going to move from inside to outside the greenhouse. I will give you a little show of the what I call the prime growing area, and we'll get to it. Okay, starting with the berries. Lots of foliage growth as usual. No blueberries, unfortunately. That raspberries, blackberry, so I was going over there. That I think is a blueberry, and he's coming along. So it's funny with these berry plants. I've noticed they kind of have like a puberty, like a growth spurt, and unfortunately they've already gone through these growth spurts earlier in the year. A bunch of these berry plants just shot up in like a matter of a week or two. Oh, I got something. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. I got something eating the leaves. So 7 is going to have to get in there. I'm going to have to get in there with a 7 spray. They're eating the leaves on the pepper plant because it's got all these holes in it. Let me see if I can zoom. I don't know if it's going to pick it up through the, yeah, but I'm going to have to go ahead and spray that. They're eating they just eat everything. They're relentless, man. The insects around here. Picking through the berries on the patch that was down there. It looks like I'm going to get a lot of raspberries up here whenever they decide to go in bloom. And let's go ahead to our potatoes. It's potato time! Woohoo! Okay, I don't know if I need to hit that with 7 again. Some of the leaves look like they're getting the better of them, although the 7's working on the late bloomer guy. This weekend these will get addressed. Oh, one of my ones got knocked over. I'll stand him up this weekend. I guess that's good because he's grown enough to fall over, so I'll fix him. I need to hill those up too. I'm looking there. There's like a 3-inch gap at the top, if that's showing up. Pull it up from here. Yeah, I got like a 3-inch gap there, so I can stand him up and hill him up this weekend. I am gonna do fertilizer on all these potato plants. Still not dead yet, don't know why. He doubled over too, so he doubled over as well. I'm gonna have to trellis him up, which is a good thing. I mean, when they're growing, that's good. Of course, teacher's pet. Love this plant because it's more or less on cruise control. Just so much foliage in there. Hopefully that means it's growing all of my potatoes underneath the soil. And that is our potato time. Moving right along. Lots of foliage growth. Gonna have to trim the tops again. No fruit set. I'm at noon today, and you can see I'm getting a fair amount of sunlight. I do have a flower. There's a flower right there. Hopefully I'll start to get fruit set. I just don't know what it's gonna take to get these guys to set fruit. Fab 4. Lots of nice foliage growth. Maybe not on that one. Well, that's just another extension. Yeah, that's just a monster, what's it called? Sucker that's split off. Maybe I'll just take him out altogether. Maybe I just, because there's not much on that sucker if you follow it. I don't know. I'm scared to trim it, or maybe, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do on that one. I'll have to think about that. New growth there is looking good. Lots of new growth on this guy, just they won't set. I put the clip on the Whopper Improved new growth. So he's looking good, but no fruit. Storm Shadow. I'm going to start calling him Storm Shadow. Looks like he's not going to die. Again, our fruit sets are just to die for on the next couple of plants. We just really have the amazing fruit sets coming in all throughout the plant too, by the way. It's not just one area of one plant. There's lots and lots of fruit sets on these guys. Then there's this enigma, really good growth, really no fruit. And then this guy, so I guess he just had a massive sucker and he split in two. He does have fruit up there. I'm just not going to touch him. I'm going to leave him alone, see what he does. This one here where I changed out the water, he's got new growth. Oh yeah, he set, so the water change guy actually set some golf ball sized tomatoes. Only one set of them, but it's not bad. Looks like over here, this also needs to get trellised up later on. Oh, and there's fruit on that as well. Okay, so I will have to address that over the weekend. Got some red ones, salad time. I'll get my salad packs out, get ready for that. This guy really set really nice. Moskva Roma hybrid, I probably should call him. And again, the whole plant only set one. He did two blossom end rots, and then the only thing he set was that. So anyway, let's go into the greenhouse. Looking around in here, I'll probably leave these out because they're in their own rail, although I got a feeling the water levels are going to be lower than I would have wanted. And they're actually not terrible. They're about half. But this weekend I'm going to check, one of my tasks for this weekend is going to be checking all the pH and EC on everything. So the celery is having a little bit of a growth spurt. I haven't checked the water on them. Let me see if I can do that real quick. See how my celery water's coming along. You can probably see, not bad in there. Yeah, it's like 3/4 on the celery water, so that's not doing bad. Not doing bad here on the lettuce. I think I got to plant another row of lettuce because the idea was just to stagger, and that's at least 2 weeks ahead of the other stuff. So that's coming along. Even unknown to me, I just got to take a picture to identify it. Mint, or not mint, whatever the heck that spice is that the girlfriend wanted, is there. Along here, oh look, we still got a ladybug. They didn't all fly away. Look at this. Just so happy about that. So the plants in the NFT tube are doing well. Lettuce on top is doing well. Both top rungs, the basil along the basil row, and then that first row, I don't know. What's got to come out this weekend? He's got to come out. He's got to come out. Everything labeled on 2, 3, 4, 5. At least 5 of these, possibly more, need to come out and go into buckets outside this weekend. That won't be a problem. Oh, it's Friday. Why not go look at my orphans? Not doing bad from a foliage growth perspective. Oh, it looks like, I don't know if I'm going to pick that up or not. It looks like I might be getting starters over there. It looks like I might have a starter over here. So these swinging pepper plants might actually want to set more fruit. Good for me. Biggest problem with the orphans, no one's even flowering. They've got a lot of positive growth, but none of this stuff is actually flowering. So I'm growing my tomato, I call them my tomato houseplants because they're not actually setting fruit. Ooh. Not doing terrible here. Just no fruit set on these guys, unfortunately. Flower up there. This has got to get trellised up. I could just tack it to the... I don't like tacking stuff to the actual size of things because then if I have to move the bucket it becomes difficult. But I'll have to come up with an idea for that. So these aren't doing bad. I have fruit sets in here on these. Some of the fruit sets are better than others, but they're definitely here. They're all cherry tomatoes, which at the time I guess I forgot I planted this many cherry tomatoes. Boy, I'm going to be cherry tomato king of Potomac the way this keeps going. I got enough reds to do a dinner salad. of these cherries is what it looks like. So that's not actually a bad thing. And this wraps up our greenhouse for this beautiful Friday. So thanks again for coming along with my 5-minute lunchtime check. Hopefully I'm starting to stick more to the 5-minute format. Not much today, minor trellising here and there, little snipping here and there. Other than the tomato plants, I'm going to be moving from the inside NFT setup to actual buckets along here. Oh, I did say I was going to do one more thing. So here is, we're right around the lunch hour, and you can see how I drew the lines. This is the optimal grow belt right here, this area that we're walking right now. And what I'm going to do is, rather than planting or positioning the plants to where I think they should be, or what looks nice in the yard, I'm going to position the plants to where the sun seems to be. So hopefully right along in the middle of here, I'm going to take out some tomatoes. And I know it's going to be in the middle of the yard, I get it, but it's where the sun actually is. So by placing the tomato plants where the sun is, I think I'm going to get more fruit. The foliage growth hasn't been a problem. It's just not setting the fruit. So I'm going to position them where I think they should be and not care what it looks like. In fact, it'll just be sitting in the middle of the yard. That's, oh well, when you have this much tree cover, you kind of got to do that. So anyway, thanks again for tuning in. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you had a wonderful week. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And as always, I appreciate the likes and the subscribes, and everyone watching, tuning in, or commenting. Always appreciated. So thanks again for taking the time out of your day to spend 5 minutes with me. And this is Dave just saying thank you, and have a blessed weekend. Bye-bye.